2012, the Tanis Award, Best Actor, Tom Hardy in The Dark Knight Rises. Here I, Tanis Shearhurst of Seattle, reveal the Tanis Award, my movie-going picks for Best Actor, Tom Hardy in The Dark Knight Rises. The showing of the movie I saw in a cinema in 2012 was at a movie theater approximately where I was living in Honolulu, Hawaii. I went solo. This is one I've actually covered in relation to that experience before, The Dark Knight Rises, and specifically Tom's Hardy performance, Tom Hardy's performance in The Dark Knight Rises. I have actually talked about before. So this is returning in. So since I've already established this was a meaningful performance, I was like, is it a Tanis Award? Yeah, yes. So this is one where Tom Hardy portrays the character Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. And it was a very unique and a very, I would say, if there's a reason why I've chosen this, is there, this first batch kind of the Tanis Awards is a little bit of I can go back to, I've been going to the cinema kind of my whole life, or not going to the cinema for a whole year. And there's a bit of, so I can choose someone, and I'm trying to choose performances or items where it was impactful at the time, and I knew it was impactful at the time, and that hasn't faded. And this one, I do get to say, however, there is like a unique element for these of like the ones that I'm going back to now. It's 2026, where Monday, 19 January 2026, when I'm filming this video, of I can provide an honest assessment of this was a reason why at this point in time to award it is very, very, very high memory impact. So the reason why is a memory impact of like the amount of times that I have drawn kind of strength or courage or light, like I say, from his performance in this movie, in this role. And I highlight it in terms of it was a whole body performance. So a lot of performances might be reliant on a script written by somebody else and then kind of conveying that on screen. And this is, I think I would say, a whole body performance and really an embodiment of what it means to be an actor, including the voice, the delivery of lines, the physique, the posturing, how a person walks. Everything was taken into account in his performance in such a way that I was like, is watching it in theaters and going, I'm watching this guy and I'm like, I'm trying to take it in, with my eyes and my ears and stuff, and I'm just going, it's such a good performance, it's hard to just wrap my head around everything. It's just so well done. And so it really stood out in that way, in addition to the memory impact. And then there was I've covered previously, there was a scene where it was just like, that's it, in relation to the first time I ran a mile faster than 5 minutes, which was earlier in the 2012 year before I saw this movie. And I was like, and he breaks Batman's back, and I'm just like, that's it. When I saw it at the time in the theater, I was I knew that it was what it felt like to run that time. And so it was a very unique layer to be able to contextualize in my life, because he does his work so well. He's truly a best actor, the Tanis Award from me. And so yes, it was just exquisite in a whole body performance, not just a singular element, and not being, I think, like parasitic on the screenwriter or the director, and that can be taken away in part by the development of a particular physique for a particular role. And so I think he did well in this in that capacity for this role. So the 2012 the Tanis Award for Best Actor, Tom Hardy in The Dark Knight Rises.